soul. These rich men know for Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas again. And it is what it is. We are smoking the Julius Ceasar 2023. Is the Toasty Across America. What a dark, oily, thick-looking wrapper on this. It's listed as an Ecuadorian Havana. The binder's listed as Dominican, and the filler was Central American and something else. I forget. You have to excuse me. I'll have to look it up again. Where is my cutter? I'll have to look up those facts again. It was Central America and something. Rather large cigar. I think it was the largest of the group. Does not have that classic Fuente smell. Then we're talking about that that Opus X or that Tweak de Nejo smell. Does not have that. It doesn't. Now, like I said, that was listed as Central American and something else. I'll look it back up. Very well made. It is a well-made, expensive, aged tobacco cigar from Fuente, though with a non-Fuente wrapper. I probably should close the window a little bit. It's kind of windy. Is what it is, though. Wow. Toasting up pretty good, though. We're getting pretty good smoke off with just off one match. Smelling good. I did leave it out since last night to kind of calm down that humidity. Oh, wow. Pungent. Oh, wow. Wow, it's one of the first times the aromatics just made my... Normally smelling the foot makes me sneeze. The aromatic... Oh, wow. What am I choach? I'm not even going to add this up. Wow. That aromatic's got my chocha. I think the rear choach too. Not so good. Pretty spicy off the bat. Wow. Nice. It's so much different smoking during the day. There's so much more going on. More cars, people walking around, people running. Why is this guy running? Definitely doesn't feel like Opus X. Definitely doesn't feel like a Nejo. Totally different vibe. The Julius Caesar is completely different than from the other combinations of anything Fuente makes. And it's not listed as a Fuente cigar. It's obviously a J.C. Newman under the Julius Caesar. Is it on the same level? Yeah, it's made in the same factory. And they're around the same price point. They're not cheap cigars. I think it's a good escape from Fuente, meaning it's interesting having Fuente make something on the same caliber of quality, but making something that's not like their high-end lines as far as flavor profile. So if you love high-end Fuentes, I don't think you're gonna like this. Meaning if you love high-end Fuentes for their magical flavor profile and and they're more airy and oh, this is interesting. What's happening here? Like magical. This is more grounded. It's quite earthy. 70% darkness. Long finish. It's medium full off the bat. Quite spicy, quite a bit of black pepper. Quite rock salty on the back end. and like more of a, this person's, and the rock salt, if it was more like pungent, like like a real sea salt, like that briny kind of, you know what I'm talking about, like a briny type of salt, you know, like oof, like the smell, you know, you get that pungent sea air, or some bad choach, you know. Right there, real solid medium full. Wow, it's so much different smoking during the day. There's noise going on. There's people walking around. I don't know what's going on. Everyone walking around, they kind of look like, for the most part, they're almost homeless. Not homeless, but almost. I'm not judging. I'm right near the bus stop, I guess. It's the area. I'm by the bus stop. It's all right. It is what it is. It is what it is. Heavy medium full right there, my choach. Right there, my choach. And I'm going to tell you right now, the same cigar you smoke, if you smoke it at nighttime, it will be stronger during the day. Richie, how is that possible? The cigar is the same. Correct. You're not. It's easier to stimulate the mind during the day. Or on the reversal, is true. It's harder to stimulate the mind at night. Therefore, it requires more to stimulate the mind once the sun goes down. And on the reversal, it's easier to stimulate the mind when the sun is up. Hence why people do like more crazy things at night. You wouldn't be able to tolerate maybe that death metal rock concert at 8 a.m. sober. But at midnight, and you're drunk, you know, people twerking, you know, in nightclubs at 2 a.m. But at 9 a.m., you know, your morning coffee hasn't kicked in yet. That's scientific. They've proven that. People drink their scotch and their alcohol, their liquor, after work in the evening once the sun's going down. At 10 a.m., you're an alcoholic. But for the most part, what I'm saying is the same cigar you smoke, try it during the day. And this is kind of like maybe mid to late afternoon. Try it during the day, and I'm telling you, great draw. There is a creaminess, almost like a marshmallow texture, with that creamy, chewy, almost like nougat. A texture of that though. But the flavor profile, it is not beautiful like the Opus X or the Añejo. It has beauty to it, but Añejo's. But anyways, the point is, the Añejo is a little more grounded with the broadleaf wrapper, but it still has a pungent sweetness to it though. And even homeless people, they have girlfriends. I don't know what it is. I can't say it's what I'm doing is wrong. Maybe what I'm doing is right. Maybe avoiding human contact, except cigars and whatever. Maybe it's better because women in gambling are high risk. You can lose everything with gambling. And you could lose everything with women. But when you lose everything with gambling, that's it. You can't lose anymore. You could lose everything with women, and they call the cops and the sheriff, and you get evicted, and she gets a restraining order, or she lies at domestic abuse, and now makes a bunch of bullshit, and now you catch a charge. Maybe you plead it out. You got probation now, and now you're on some kind of sex registry. Because she made up some bullshit, but you didn't want to do the time, so you'd rather just plead it out to a lower charge and just catch the probation. Gambling and women are both high risk. Women are more high risk. I've quit gambling. I haven't quit women, though. I still like the choach. But you have to understand, most, not all, there are, but most women is like living in a casino. You're going to lose everything you got. Kind of a hearty cigar. Earthy, very black pepper. Rich, semi-charred cedar. Briny sea salt. Like a briny sea salt. Like a oof. Punch, oof. Like oof. This is not like really a pleasant blend or a beautiful blend. However, for Fuente, it's ballsy. And it's enjoyable if you're looking for a ballsy, refreshing, little more of an uppercut compared to their regular Fuente line. So it's doing it, in a way, this is like the anti-Opus. It is high quality. And the flavors might be more tangible than Opus, meaning like, wow, it's grounded. It's like, and you can like feel the flavors, like the texture of it. However, though, it leaves nothing to the imagination. Your Opus, you're like, God, is that you? Oh my God. Up where we belong, where eagles fly. Da, 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 da. That's what happens with Opus X. With this cigar, you're like, oh, that's too deep. Is that in? Is that in, baby? Is that, oh, baby, safe word. I thought you said the safe word was safe word. Too much. Yeah, it's kind of a strong cigar. Kind of probably maybe even too early in the day for this. Definitely too early in the day. I should have smoked the cigar at nighttime. But that's good to know, though, that it's on the stronger side. It's like a heavy medium full right there. So it's stronger than the Añejo and the Opus X off the bat. 70% darkness, though. It has a very chewy, creamy texture, like marshmallow, that kind of texture, like a nougat. Thick and pasty, no duty. I'm going to come back. It's not an ETL. It's not easy to love blend, but it definitely is enjoyable if you're looking for a hearty, thick, grounded, non-magical Fuente cigar. And call what it is. It's non-Fuente. Fucking banger of a band. Fucking ballsy. Just put Ceasar there. Just fucking Ceasar. Like, yeah, I'm fucking Ceasar. You're not fucking Ceasar like you're having a relationship, but you are. What if like Brutus? I mean, come on, Brutus stabbed Ceasar in the back because he was his gay lover. Dude, no, dude, come on, dude. What like dear friend would just stab his friend in the back, literally? Like the night before, like Ceasar sent the message. He's like, "Dear Brutus, I will no longer need your services. My cheeks are closed to you." Brutus is like, "What? Your cheeks are closed? Oh yeah? If I can't stab you back, I'm gonna stab you back." And yeah, Brutus was fucking Ceasar. Well, we're back. We're burning right through. Not gonna fault that little thing right there. No big deal. Ash is rather flaky. We're gonna drop it, and I would say that the ash is rather flaky. And it's a little windy, so the wind might be affecting the burn, but it's not. We're burning right through. We're burning right through. Sort of heavy, medium, full. Not much sweetness on this. This will be a good cigar with Scotcheroo. Not in the car, though. Not in the car. Yeah, not much sweetness. A lot of earth, a lot of black pepper, a lot of briny sea salt. Woof, like woof in the choach. Charred cedar. If you want that kind of vibe, go over to that Asheroo. Very easy draw. Burning very well. And enjoyable. Strong. Hearty. If you're in the mood for the characteristics of a stronger cigar without sweetness, although it has the texture and that chewiness that you get of a marshmallow, like nougat kind of texture to it. That's kind of nice. But no, you're not getting chocolate in this. You're not getting creamy vanilla. So it's a good Scotch. A good Scotch. With that sea salt, I would have this cigar. It would go perfect with a Lagavulin 16 smoky, salty Scotcheroo. I don't know if PG would like this. Might be too much. That ash is extremely flaky. Be careful. Who's yelling? Don't fucking talk to my asshole. She's screaming. What? I feel like Christopher Moltisanti when he's at the bus stop. I'm sorry, when he's at the pizza place. He's like, honestly, I can't be seen here no more. I can't smoke cigars by bus stops anymore. It's like the first time, actually, but this was a poor choice. I found a parking spot here, and I was like, okay, this is where I'm gonna smoke. And fucking people are crazy over here. Actually, everything's fine. I'm right next to it, like a local Macy's type store. It's called Boscores, but that some people call it Boston's. I don't know, but enjoyable, strong cigar, heavy on the flavor. It is enjoyable. Big smoke output. Kind of a power play on this. Yeah, I mean, there would be no Fuente cigar I could really compare this to until maybe when they made that Rare Pink. But the Rare Pink, in my opinion, is the better cigar. The Rare Pink has a complexity that I enjoy more on the regular basis. Although is this cigar a good high-end cigar? It is. And you might see them, give or take, around $20. And if you're not looking for an extremely sweet cigar, who's taking the Stretch Lincoln limousine? Do they even make Stretch Lincoln limousines? Look at this passing by. The mayor's in town. Quite right, you say. Quite right. He's like, let me see the common folk. We're passing the bus stop. Lock the door. Good sir, lock the door. Well, I'm going to come back later in the last third. It definitely, though, it burns quite fast. It has Caribbean tobacco. It says Caribbean and South American. Why the website says that on the actual J.C. Newman, I don't know. So somewhere in the Caribbean, who knows? And somewhere in South America, that was vague. Sounds like South America doesn't have a lot of countries. Mexican, South American, Bolivian, Bogota, Colombia, Peru, Chile, Argentina, Venezuela. I don't know. So look, if you look this from the standpoint, if you just want a Fuente, high-end Fuente, I don't think so. If you love those Anejos, Maduros, Opus X, anything, Rare Pinks, I don't really see this being up your alley. But if you're just looking to enjoy a high-end cigar that's expensive, smooth, burns very well, and the draw is very good, construction's great, and you want heartier flavors without the dessert, you don't want no sweetness, then sure. But that creamy nugget texture to the smoke gives it a nice vibe. I like that it has that part, at least with that. Really flaky ash on that. For me, this is going to be a 4.7. It's a hearty, kind of a powerful cigar, especially powerful for Fuente. I mean, it's not strong like some super strong Padron or whatever, but oily wrapper, oily buttery texture. that rich rock sea salt, and the other notes I've already discussed like 3 or 4 times. I get sick of fucking repeating myself. Why? I gotta say it so you keep. What do you want, entertainment? You know what I'm saying? No. Why did chicken cross the road? I think I'll get a sex change. I don't know. Nugget to the last third. Strong cigar. Heavy medium full. This smoky charred wood and a smoky sea salt. Pungent grindiness. Good amount of earth. Good amount of black pepper. But with that creamy nougat marshmallow texture in the smoke. Not a sweet cigar. Enjoyable though. If you're looking for something, I think it would be better paired with scotch. I can't stress it enough. Scotch. Did I mention you should probably drink scotch with this? Also, not while you're operating or even in a vehicle. Now, if you're in your vehicle in a garage with the garage door closed and you're not going to operate it and the windows are open, okay. But probably should have that in your living room on the couch. But the point is, though, enjoyable. 4.7, solid, higher-end Fuente cigar, but non-Fuente name. It's Julius Ceasar under J.C. Newman. But, so, not for people that like classical high-end Fuentes. It's not that cup of tea. But if you want to see Fuente make something that's not traditional with their magical type of high-end cigars, well then, it's okay. It's that kind of vibe. I enjoy it. I would smoke more of the Anejos and Opasigs and Henry Maduros and Rare Pinks before I would choose this of the lineup. But it's still enjoyable. And if you said, hey, well, I want a more powerful, grounded, Fuente type cigar without that, sweetness, well, then go for this. It's quite robust. It is very nice. It is getting cold, and I probably should put a pair. Probably should have wore a glove. Can't feel my hand now. Temperatures going down as the sun sets. So we're done here. Enjoyable, strong, solid, hearty, heavy Fuente cigar. But not for everyone. I would say more limited use. And like I said, I would have this with scotch. I'm just going to say it again. The J.C. Newman, scotch. Brutus was his ex-lover. It is what it was. I'll see you around. You stay fresh. There's no cigars in prison, no scotch, no bourbon in prison, not even vodka. And stay chill. Don't do anything stupid. And you know what? This is the last fucking time I'm smoking any cigar near a bus stop. It just didn't pair well with the bus stop. Some guy was just kicking his car, cursing at his rear seats. I don't know what I can't smoke around bus stops. I'll see you around. You stay fresh.